Let me back up a little bit. 5 years ago, my wealthy, status-obsessed parents completely cut me off. Why? Because I didn't marry a corporate lawyer or a trust fund heiress. I married Maya, an incredibly talented tattoo artist who grew up in the foster system. My parents were horrified. They blocked my number, skipped our wedding, and told the rest of the family that I was going through a phase. The hardest part was losing Grandpa Joe. He was a retired steelworker, a gritty, self-made guy who practically raised me while my parents were off at country club dinners. He taught me how to fix cars and how to fish. He lived in the guest house on my parents' estate. After the fallout, every letter I wrote him was returned to sender. Every time I called the landline, my mother answered and immediately hung up. Eventually, I stopped trying. I assumed they had fed him some terrible lie about me, and that he believed it. Then, 3 weeks ago, my mother called. She used her fake, sweet customer service voice. She told me Grandpa Joe's health was rapidly declining. His lungs were giving out. She said he wanted one final family reunion at a luxury fishing lodge in Montana, and that he was begging to see me. I started crying. I told her yes, absolutely. I would pack my bags right away. Then her voice changed. "You have to come alone," she said. I thought she was kidding. She wasn't. I told her Maya is my family. She is my wife. My mother sighed. "Grandpa Joe is very weak," she said. "He cannot handle the stress of seeing that woman. Your lifestyle choices would literally break his heart." I hung up, shaking with anger. 2 days later, my dad texted me with what he called a compromise. Maya could fly with me, but we had to stay at a cheap motel in the next town. She wasn't allowed on the lodge property. I had to take off my wedding ring and tell the family we were getting a divorce. They had spent days creating a lie just to erase my wife. Maya saw me staring at the text. I finally broke down and told her everything. She rubbed my back and asked one question that changed everything. "Babe, has anyone actually heard these rules from Grandpa Joe himself?" I froze. No, everything had come through my parents. So I took a risk. I knew my parents had a country club gala on Friday night. I called the estate landline at 8 p.m., hoping the nurse wouldn't answer. Grandpa Joe picked up on the third ring. Hearing his gruff, raspy voice after 5 years broke me. I started sobbing. I apologized for missing his birthdays and told him about every letter I had sent. Then I told him the truth about the Montana trip, the fake divorce, the motel, and the ban on my wife. The line went silent. Finally, he cleared his throat. "Son," he growled, "who do you think is paying for this damn trip?" My jaw dropped. Grandpa Joe had rented the entire 50-acre lodge. He had used his pension to book first-class flights for 20 people. The best part? He had specifically told my mother to book the best suite for me and Maya. He had been asking about us for months. My parents never told him my letters had been returned. They told him I was too busy with my new life to care about an old man. Grandpa Joe asked me to put Maya on speaker. They talked for 20 minutes. He asked about her tattoos, her business, and everything else. Before we hung up, he said, "Pack your bags, kids. I'll handle your parents." The next morning, my phone blew up. My mother was screaming so loudly the speaker crackled. Grandpa Joe had called the lodge directly. He canceled my parents' reservation, kicked them off the trip, and gave their luxury master suite to the girl with the tattoos.